I haven't been really connecting with God that much, and it's messed up because I'm a one-track minded person, and when I'm with God, that's all I do. I read about Him. I watch stuff on YouTube about Him. I go to church. I try to get involved with the church stuff. That's what I do. It's just, that's all I want to do. And trust me, that still is all I want to do. It's just, when you get into a position that, like, look at me talking about wushu versus kung fu or whatever, karate. It doesn't fucking matter. Just do whatever you're good at. Just for real. It doesn't matter. I was just trying to explain. But see, that gets me out of my mentality where I just want to go for God. And I'm trying to do these characters now. I'm working on another one right now, but it's not coming out the way I want it to. So that's why this next character is not coming out so good. And I really wish I had other people to help me with it. Like, someone could play a Jamaican character, or maybe they'll win and I'll let them win. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be like, but I'm doing like an Austin Powers thing, it feels like, where I got to play everybody and make them all different. That's why I was thinking the max I'm going to do is like 4 or 5. I was supposed to do 8, but how am I going to think of 8? I can't do a Jamaican reggae character good enough. I can't do a reggaeton character good enough unless something happens. Like, I've been working on them, and then I've been working on the new character that I think might work, but he's not working out either. And see, it takes me away from God because I'm making characters. The reason why I'm making this, first of all, is for people that just aren't for God. I'm going to have a God guy in it. And whether he wins or not, I don't know. It might not just be about him winning. It might be him proving something else. Like, everyone has their own motivation, like, you know, for this tournament that they're going to be in. So I've been trying to figure that out. And then I just haven't been feeling good. Like, I still need to add to the Philly boys. I still need them Philly boys. I still need to add to Dolly a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. It's just, I can't. I'm stuck in those characters right now. And I'm playing them out to make the best thing I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, I totally went off trying to make Dolly. And then, so it's basically like I got to make 4 out. I got to make, if it's 8 characters, like, I was thinking about just throwing guys in there that lose, that are just like, you know, just a regular character. Like example, like a German guy who only does like Right Said Fred type of style. Like with the bass bumping and stuff like that. I would just have him lose first round to one of my better characters. I can do that and stuff like that. But I want to make a reggae guy tight. I want to make a reggaeton guy good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want it all to be good. And that's why this is taking so long for me to finish it up. And it's taking me away from God. Like, because, you know, how long does it take to write a movie anyways? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put together a minimum 4 albums that lead into, and the other ones will just be like a couple songs. Like, those are the ones you're pretty much going to know that aren't going to go far. If I only have a character with like 2 or 3 songs on it, those are the ones that probably not going to go as far as when I went deeper into the characters and made like a whole album for them. I think them Philly Boys album was good. Like, if I was listening to it as a listener, I would have given it a 4 out of 5 or a 3 out of 4 or something like that. And Dolly's pretty tight too. I'm just being honest with you. I just think it was good, and I want to make them go far. But you see, doing those characters like a rougher style R&B group, it takes me away from God. Doing Dolly, even though I'm making him a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be talking about Islam all the time with Dolly, because that's not, you know, it wouldn't be right. But it would be okay to make him a Muslim in the fighting. Sure. You know what I mean? So I'm working on this new character. I'm not going to give anything away from him, but he's really hard to work on because I really want to come my best on these. And I can't pull this guy off. And I tried a Jamaican guy, trying to pull him off. I'm going to keep trying him. You know, because I want the Jamaican guy to go far too. If I did Jamaican really tight, Like, if I was really good at it, I'd want him to go far. So that's all it is right now. That's all I'm updating. Like, why the fuck was I talking about Kung Fu and karate? I was just frustrated. And what I really wanted to talk about is how hard it is to be away from God doing a project where I like thinking about him all day, and I can't when I'm listening to this or doing it, because it's like, you might make Luke the golden boy of Star Wars, right? Just for example of what I mean by all this. He could be as good as possible in this and this and this, but there was a Darth Vader, there was a Count Dooku, there was a lot of characters that weren't just light side, you know what I'm saying, where they weren't just trying to make it a light side story. So that's almost what I'm trying to do, where there's going to be a God character in this, but I'm not necessarily making this for God's people. I started figuring out a couple of things about God's people. They're going to have a guy represent them, though. That's the whole point of the story. But I don't know if he wins it, because I'm not just going to let him win and because of it. I want it to be something, maybe a twist or a turn. So let me work on these characters. The God guy is going to be easy for me, so I'm saving him last. And then I got to have like the Ryu character, the Ken character in this. I got Dolly. I got some crazy R&B group that can all fight together. I got, you know what I'm saying, this new guy who's raw. And I was going to have them all have different things. Like, Dolly comes in with like these Arabic dancers whenever he walks in or something like that. And like the Philly Boys just come in with the crew just singing. And then I was going to make this new character just running with his posse. Like, everybody has just his crew. Everybody has a different thing to them that I'm trying to work on. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish I had more people to play the characters so we could really pull this off. Like, where I wish I could reach out to a Jamaican guy and just be like, yo, I need like 4 songs from you to just, and I'll put them out for you and everything like that. And I'll try to hustle for you then, but you have to make like a reggae character that's ready to battle into a fight. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll just tell him that. And I would just let him go off on it. Or I'll tell a reggaeton guy, do it in English, but you know what I'm saying? Keep it on reggaeton beats and stuff like that. Make it something new. So that's where I'm running into problems with, is that I'm not good enough to play, like, if I did reggaeton, I want to do Bad Bunny. If I could be anyone in reggaeton skill-wise, that's who I'd be, and I can't do that. I can do J Balvin's voice kind of good, so that's why I might run with a J Balvin style. But, yeah, he's amazing too. I just give so much credit to reggaeton and reggae that I got to put a character of one of them in this. And I got to be good enough to pull it off. And trust me, it's not that easy. Like, it's not easy to me. It's not easy to me to be doing reggaeton or anything like that. Like, if I did it in Spanish, but that wouldn't make sense because, you know what I'm saying? The fight has to be, it's all in English. It's like Dali could have been doing it in Arabic, and I can do Spanish. I can do Arabic. I could have made it that if I put enough time into it. But since it's an English story, that's all I'm saying. This is really what's been running through my mind, trying to make these characters and trying to figure out what to do, what comes next and all of that. You know what I mean? And that's all I wanted to try. And I want to get back to God as soon as possible, and I hope this project is done as soon as possible so I can just put back my focus. That's it. Peace.